Hello friends, how's everybody doing? I'll admit the past few weeks has been challenging for me um, and also my family. It's just been a difficult world, I think, lately for many of us. And so I took time off to just kind of reset and do things in my real life which keeps me afloat, like work and taking care of summer and also checking in with my parents. So I haven't really gone on live much except for TikTok. But today I want to invite you to come prep food with me. So I have your sausage and also tofu, which I'll be prepping, and I already made uh, pasta. I already boiled and have here pasta. So we're just gonna simply prep, and I'm just gonna take you with me on what I kind of do to prep myself when times are difficult. When I mean times are difficult, I think a lot of you all can relate. I've gotten, at least my nearest friends who are dear with me have expressed that it is hard for a lot of people to keep up with things in general like that are going on in the world, but also to maintain a routine. At least that's been true for me. I was sick last week for a good week, 1 week. I was really sick, like I was like ill. So it's pretty much, after doing my work, I was pretty much just bedridden, trying to get my physical health back. It's been challenging for me to breathe. Breathing has been a really difficult thing for me to do lately. So if I don't talk much, if I don't respond much to your messages, please take it with grace that I am just dealing with some physical ailments, along with it's a difficult time for a lot of people in America. And I think globally we can agree that as well. But Eid is coming, so I won't be doing Eid very grand or anything this year. I'll be honest with you, Eid is not gonna look grand. It's gonna be simple, but we'll try to do the regular celebration as possible. But this is just my food prep for the next 2-3 days. So I'm gonna try to take you along with that. All right. So my kitchen, normally I was debating if I should make this video or not, because normally my kitchen looks very well. I mean, at least for my standards, it looked good and well kept. But I realize if I don't show you all a glimpse into my life when things are difficult, I'm not really being authentic. I'm not really being fully myself if I don't show you what it's like when on days that I struggle to make food, on days that I struggle to keep things organized. There are such days, and that happens mostly because of the weather. For me, weather hugely impacts how I feel, how I operate. So the weather's like, it's spring weather, but it's also dark, gloomy weather, along with the global warming changes. Just a lot of things are changing. I think you all can see it in your own surroundings as well, no matter where you are around the world, right? So let's just try to make, so in when things are hard, I try to keep things simple. So always remember, when times are hard, to keep things very simple. So what is it? Food and a place to sleep, and good people, good company. So hopefully the algorithm brings me good people. I know in online sometimes we are connected with people that we probably don't get along with, and that's okay to admit also, because I have encountered more challenging individuals coming to my algorithm, and it's just, I think, just the way things work. But when that happens, remember to ground yourself and reach out to friends who know you outside, friends, people that love you outside, um, and kind of find your core beliefs and your core things that you stand for, and trust in that, right? Because we all have things that we, Aubrey, welcome. how are you? So because we all have things that we hold on to, like values that mean a lot to us as individuals. So remember those. Even if times are difficult, I try to remember, okay, what are the things that I would do normally in an ideal world for me, and I try to practice at least few of those things. So we remember we have to still survive, and if we can get above that, we will thrive. Aubrey, thank you for the lovely message. That is so nice of you to tell me that you love me. That is such a wonderful thing to hear. So thank you, Aubrey. Know that you are loved by the universe and nature, and all things that are good in creation will assist you in getting through your day, getting through your week. And for us, we're just trying to get through March collectively, just eating whatever we have, simplicity. Remember, when times are challenging, to always keep it simple, and that's how things work. Where is it? Okay. So I'm out of certain things because I haven't really been able to go grocery shopping. So I'm gonna make do with what I have. Because when we don't have what we normally have, we just go along with what do I have, and we go with that. So what do I have here? I do have some spices. I don't have curry leaves, that's okay. But I do have some spices. So let's see what I have. And let's take those. I'm gonna switch off the fire for a bit until I find. Well, hello there. What are you cooking? You can see here. It's pasta. So I'm just going with the flow. I will show you as I make what I'm adding. So normally I just work with what I have. So you're welcome to observe and find out what I'm cooking as we go into this evening. Way that way I can have more space. That's a space here, It's been cold and then hot, cold and then hot, so I had to take out. It's almost spring, but I still need the space heater, so that's why it's taking up space in this kitchen. So let's see what I have. These are my mother's stuff. Let me clear this tomorrow. Trying to see if I have oregano. Looks like I'm out of oregano. Yep. I thought I bought oregano. Huh, interesting. I really down those spice. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think I got it. Yep, I do have some pasta sauce. All right. Okay, I think we can make it happen here. All right, I'm gonna quickly cut one onion. So you can come with me as I quickly cut the onion. I already cut the sausage and tofu, so that's gonna be the protein. Beef, sausage, and tofu. So we're gonna add one onion just to give it some flavor, since certain things, like I said, I just make with what I have at home. Nothing to. So if you want to know the recipe, you'll have to watch till the end, because I just utilize what I have. That has been the story of my life. Even with my parents, as we just adapt to what we have and we utilize. Well, on good days, we do go out. When we have a good streak, we do go out and we do bring groceries. I haven't had time to make a grocery vlog, because I need Alaska. Welcome, Alaska. Because when I go grocery shopping, I immerse myself in the process. And when I carry my phone around, I've done that in the past. I just can't pick the produce, have the phone, and kind of. So that's why you all don't see me taking you to the store, the grocery shop. Maybe someday I will. When things are better. Maybe when the world around me feels a lot safer, I might do a grocery shopping vlog. Alright, so we got the onion. So our coconut oil. How old am I? Take a wild guess, Alaska Bikes. How old do you think I am? I always like to ask people and get their opinion on how old they think I am. You are, you will see. How old am I? You can comment below. Everybody comment and tell me. Everybody participate in this. And if you're watching, take a guess on how old you think I am. And type in the chat. So this is coconut oil, right? So normally coconut oil is pressed in America. When I look 26, wow, that is very young. That is, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment. Maybe I guess that is a compliment. I don't know. I've never looked at myself as being younger is a compliment, because my mom always says, "Oh, you look in your 20s." I am not actually. I just turned 39, so this is my last year of being in my 30s. So I'm processing that, but I think I'm ready. I think this last year I think even before I turned 40, since 37 I've been processing and kind of getting ready to be 40, and I'm feeling the 40. We're putting in the onion, but yeah, I just tell people I'm 40. I'm not 40 yet. I will be turning 40 next year. I just, like I said, 2026 I'll be 30. 40, sorry. 40. I'm all over the place. But 26 is very young. I don't even remember how I was when I was. Oh, I was much more vigorous. Like, I was much more vigorous. Like, I don't know, vigorous. I was much more vigorous when I was 26. I was much more youthful. Thank you. How old are you, Alaska Bikes? If I may ask, I guess you're watching from Alaska. Are you really watching from Alaska? Because I'm feeling very happy. The algorithm has taken my live all the way to Alaska. Because on TikTok, I have friends from like Canada, UAE, Nigeria, Europe, UK. But on YouTube, I'm interested to know where people are watching me from. I'm kind of just sauteing the onion, so let me show you all here. Let me get it to like, I'm not gonna make it brown, so it's just gonna be a little brown. Like, I'm not gonna burn it. So very important. You are okay. How old are you, Alaska Bikes? Since you asked me, I should ask you back. That's the tradition. I always tell people to share, like, you know, because there are things sometimes people don't share, but if you ask someone that question, like I'm just saying in general, if you ask me a question and if I answer the question, I always tell people then you should be ready to get that question back. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say you did not tell me you're from Alaska and your name was something else. Let's say your name was like Watermelon or something. And then I asked you, hey Watermelon, where are you watching from? And if I'm asking Watermelon where they're watching from, I should be prepared to answer that question myself. So I'm still waiting to hear from you, Alaska Bikes. How old are you? Because I answered you. You are 16. Oh my goodness! I'm getting a lot of younger crowd. Thank you though. Thank you for watching me. I hope you can carry this, something for you to carry for you when you go to college or something. You know, because I know. I mean, I had to learn to cook on my own. I didn't really look into videos. I did a lot of experimenting with my cooking. That's how I got on it. So the next we are doing is, now that this is coming in a little nice brown, now we're just going to add this is beef sausage. I'll show you. This is beef sausage and tofu. So pretty much things I have in the fridge. I have the tofu leftover, which I froze. So I'm gonna use both my hands. I just want to see. So this is why you see, I like using both my hands. That's why I don't really live a lot like I used to, like on YouTube, because it takes a lot of like effort to get, you know, find the camera space and whatnot. And mostly when I do something, I like to immerse myself in the process. Thank you. It's just starting. So, and you know, like I have made things in a hurry before. So, what's the word? Being intentional in the things. Being intentional in our cooking, whatever it is that we do, really helps how the product, or it's not a product, or the end result, because I'm not selling this, how the end result comes out, right? So I want to be satisfied with the cooking I make. So, and I love to focus on it. I love to focus on what I'm making in front of me. And one of the challenges I have, and I've had with social media, is it's very two-dimensional. So, like, you all can't see the view that I'm seeing, right? I wish that we can, like, it's kind of like a drone view where you can come over here and look, and then I can, with a command, hopefully in the future we'll have technology. I know there's some tripods where they would move with me, like to the left and right. I don't have those kind of tripods, But I hope in the future we'll have like tripods and like assistive devices where people can, on command, if I say, hey, you know, let's say like, hey Siri, let's say a word like, hey tripod, come upwards, give us a top view, come closer to my face, or come to the side, It would be very nice. But I think we'll have those kind of technology in the future, because uh, even just having that, that tripod that moves around, I think that came in within the past 5 years. So I can see in the next 10 years we'll have a product where it comes above and then it gives us different views without us having to meddle and hold it all over, because I get a lot more. It's very natural for us to work with both hands, and we get better results that way. So I'm gonna leave that for a bit. Who is here? Hi, how are you? Long time. Are you still here? Oh, Miss Confident, I actually thought about you. Yes, I've been under the weather for about 10 days now. I'm just recovering. I'm just coming back to like my routine. So that's why you haven't seen me on live. It's been challenging for me. Physically, it has been challenging. And then with things going on around us, around the world and in the US, I think I don't need to get into the details. Everybody knows what's happening lately. So every time the outside world and other people are getting affected, I'm an empath, I get affected. Like I feel it. Even if I don't scroll, if I don't watch the news, I can sense when things are not as orderly. So I pick up on it, because I am spiritual. I am very much in tune with the world around me, and I care about the people collectively, regardless however people I care about humanity. So I've been a little under the weather. I've been sick. I got very sick last week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I was very sick. And then only this week I'm slowly getting something back, but it'll take a while. It will take a while for me to find that. I don't think I'll be the same version again, because I think, like I was telling YouTube also, as we age, like I'll be 40 next year. So this has got nothing to do with age, but I'm also realizing when we age and especially when we film ourselves, when we share our private lives with one man, we tend to reevaluate and assess and ask ourselves, at least I have, I was like, where do I want to take my future with social media? How do I want to be, and how can I be my most authentic self? Like I said, I have, thank you. Alaska says, I have to go, I subscribe. Thank you so much. Allah bless you. Thank you for the video. Keep up the good work. I hope your food turns out good. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening in Alaska. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for the subscribe. I hope you also eat well in Alaska, whatever you have. Someday maybe I can make myself visit Alaska when I'm better, mentally and also physically. I just need to find that drive again. I've lost my drive, mostly because of my physical ailments. It's been challenging for me physically. But yeah, so where was I? I lost my train of thoughts. Yeah, so where I'm at is, when we fall sick, we look at it, for me, as it's a blessing from Allah, right? When we fall sick, when we get older, it's a blessing. In a way, getting older in nature means our time has come to succumb to nature, be one with nature. So ask myself, because for many, everybody shows on social media how strong they are, how I did that too, because I was part of social media where people share how strong, how much they can produce, how many wonderful, great productivity, the accomplishments. But after you accomplish so much, we are human beings in a human body. This is not a robot. I'm not a robot. So my body told me physically that it is tired, it is exhausted, it is drained. I didn't listen. For many times I just push myself. When we push ourselves, when our body is telling us, giving signals that it's sick, and it's always finding some kind of allergies or ailments. I got the symptoms, allergies, I got the symptoms, when your mood changes. There's mood should change gradually. When our moods change very drastically, we need to assess and ask what needs are not met that our mood is going here and there. So I asked myself all these questions, and then I'm like, I didn't really give attention to my body and my physical health like I used to, because I caregive for my parents, and I listen to them, and I listen to the world around me. So I had to come and ask myself, maybe it is time that I age gracefully. So my next step is not to go into hard work and become like a gym person, because I think I'm done with that life. When you asked me, so one of the questions here, they said I look 26. So I had one of the things that I told myself, maybe I'll go back to the gym this year. But now that I look at myself, I'm like, no, I have enough things to do at home. I don't want to add more load to me. So I won't be going to the gym, but I'll probably stretch myself. I'll probably... My path to aging is going to look like no one others. At least it's going to look like my immediate family, how they aged. And I want to incorporate being healthy, of course. I don't want to be diabetic, and I don't want to have cholesterol, because that runs in the family. So come along with me as I age. That's all I can tell. Inshallah, if I live enough to share my story and my journey, come along with me, because I want you all to see me in times of sick and poor and health and rich, because we always see people's lives, right? In rich, I'm not married, but they say, why do they say marriage? For rich or for poor, for better or for worse. So treat me as such. I'm not married to you all, but I'm just saying, treat me as such a human. We need to be there for each other, in rich, in poor, for better or for worse. That's just how we do as family, as friends. And those who don't stick with us through rich, poor, through better and worse, then we find out they are not really aligned with us. And that's okay, let them go. We will be with those who are with us along our entirety. That, remember, no matter what, we have to take out, even alone, it's very important, we must take our journey alone, at least, and surround yourself with people who empower you to, at least, if no one's coming, surround yourself with that's why I have summer. When there's no one is here, like now, zero on my TikTok, nobody's chatting on my YouTube, zero, nobody right now, okay, I'll tell you. But I'm still talking, how? Because I know there's still summer for me to take care of. I still have to take care of my parents. I still have to live. For the sake of living and surviving and being a part of co-creation, I have to live. So I have to give my even if I read one, or I saw a post that somebody said, even if you have 50%, they said, that is your 100%. Some people only have 50% to give. Maybe that is their 100% to give. So now we're going to add, now this is coming nicely. We will add, this is pepper, dry chili. because why? It gives it a little kick. Salt I will add in the end, so no need to worry about salt. Alright, we're going to maybe add a little bit more of pepper because I want it to really, like, I know for me when I am under the weather, a little bit of, not too much spice helps clear the nasal, helps clear the nasal passages so I can breathe better. Now, what I'm going to do now, I can add the pasta. I should have added it slowly, but it fell. It's okay. I told you, we are not perfect. Some days my cooking, you will be like, oh my God, how did you make that? Some days it will be, I'm human. So we're just mixing it. And now, what I want to do is, I'm going to do two things. Actually, I think I can add the amount. So for the greens, so it looks like this now. Okay. It looks like this now, right? So I mixed it. Now for the greens, this is a mixture of green peas and also edamame. Edamame is what? Soy. So this is good. See? So I'm going to add that little by little and I'm going to mix it. Again, I'm going to put my phone aside for a little. Alright. And then we're going to increase the fire because we want the edamame to be a little cooked with the green peas. Alright. Oh. Put it in there, don't worry. Okay. Now you can hear it. While this is on, I want you to see this is marinara sauce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it up a little here. I'm going to put it on another pan. So this is nice. This should have all the flavors. What you can see here is this is from earlier. Alright, I'm going to throw this in here. I think that much is enough. Not right? If you need more, actually, let's just heat it up all because I'm already opened the. Okay. Now I can turn it off because I don't want it to over. Oh, I forgot one last thing. I forgot the salt. And I'm going to add a Sri Lankan kick to it. What is the Sri Lankan kick? Is we add gum nevis, which is, what is this? Black pepper, alright? So I'm going to add black pepper also to give an extra kick, alright? Like I told you, I just go with the flow. I have what I have, I use what I have. Oh. Now, nicely done. Let me check the salt. Pretty good. If we had curry leaves, it would be more of a kick. But we don't have curry leaves. That's okay. It happens. So now we are heating up the marinara sauce and I take the entire bottle, and then what I do is I'll wash this bottle and we reuse it. Because we don't throw such bottles. We can always use it. I can use this as a glass. I usually use this to drink my drinks. Okay. Alright, so this is done. Very easy, see? So what did we make? So you can see. Okay, so this is the, what is this? The marinara. Alright. So when the marinara is bubbly, it's bubbling now. Now I can take it off, right? The marinara is bubbling, I can take it off. It's bubbling now. That means it's good bubbles out. Boiling, pretty much. Bubble is boiling. Right? Alright. So nice. Now we can. Now what's the next step? So normally, this is a habit that I picked up from my mom, which I'm very grateful for that habit, which is what? until we clean the kitchen, we don't have food, you know. I think that's a great exercise. That way we don't have to deal with, oh, I gotta do the dishes, you know. Then once you eat, what happens? Once you eat a nice hearty meal, what normally happens is, at least for me, I get food coma because I eat till I'm full, right? So after food coma, nobody wants to do dishes. So best thing is hold off on that. We always want instant, unless you're starving, then there's no need to, you know, of course, if you're starving, you can go eat, but I'm not starving right now. So I wouldn't say there are times when I'm starving and I don't have time to do dishes. I leave it and I come back. I do it the next day. But today, part of my mental health goals is to just make sure that my kitchen looks clean. Because when my kitchen is clean, or like my kitchen is neat to my standards, what happens is I find it easy, one, to find things, two, I find it easy to make things. So that's the benefit of having a clear kitchen. That's the benefit of having done your dishes. You realize, you see, in homes that where they have the kitchen is well kept, they are always cooking. Why? Because it's just a habit. Once you make it a habit to clean the dishes, no matter, even if you have a small space. But see, rich or poor is not what we're looking at. It's the habit that we're looking at. My instructors, my teachers growing up, anybody that I looked up as a mentor, they didn't look whether I'm rich or poor. They looked at my habits. And those habits are the ones that will take you long and far in life. So when times are hard, hold on to habits that clear your mind, that make your day easy, that gets you through to the next day. Right? So now we are going to complete the dishes. Somebody liking on TikTok. Thank you. Thank you. I will come and check later. Thank you so much for the likes. Just a little more and then we'll be done. I just have so much. I love ginger ale and Sprite. Those are my top. Ginger ale actually. Number one. I want to recognize as I'm wrapping up, those of you who watch my videos, even if you watch this later, I want to personally thank you. It's the month of Ramadan, and today is the 27th day. I want to say it's a very special day. It's Laylatul Qadr, So tonight a lot of us will make dua. I want to make a dua for all of you because you all, in and off, on and off, you all watch me for many years, and I'm very grateful. With that, even 1-2 views, a few comments, I am able to cook, get through my life, feel like someone cares about me. So thank you so much. May Allah bless all of you, and may Allah make sure that all of you have enough companionship and loving people in your life to get through your day and your lives safely as well. Because like I said, times are challenging now. So even when 1-2 people comment and say something nice, it helps me get through my day. I'm living alone with mama. So we are very grateful for your friendships and your views. Your views are very important to us, and your subscription also. Even if it's not much, whatever you can write, something nice hopefully, will keep us alive. So write something nice, keep us alive, keep us with you in your thoughts and prayers. Pray for my better mental health, pray for my friends' mental health, pray for America, pray for the world, pray for all of us to have understanding and loving kindness to coexist, because a lot of problems that are happening today in this world are actually very sad. It's actually very petty problems. When you look at the root of the problems we are all facing around the world, the cause of a lot of turmoil around the world, it's actually something very petty. It's lack of understanding, it's lack of compassionate, it's lack of empathy. So if we can have empathy towards people, if we can have understanding and love and compassion and protect one another, from the smallest of creature to the biggest elephant to giraffes and human beings also, right? Open your heart. May Allah give all of us hidayah, which is, may Allah give all of us enough strength and light to endure the next few months and years, because we will renew and become better human beings. But now we are going through a very, very rough patch. And this is the true strength and test of us as human beings, is how we manage our stress and our tough, challenging times. So do something that brings you peace and loving kindness. That's all I can say. Okay. You can leave that to soak a little bit. I'll leave it in here. Then it will soak with and it will be easy to remove. Alright. Alright, now we are done. Now we are going to do. Now we are going to eat. That's it. That's what's left to do, to eat. Okay. So everything's done. Alhamdulillah, we say Alhamdulillah. It's ready. So you all deserve credit. You all do TikTok and YouTube. You all got me through the day and you all helped me in your energy, in your presence. I made my dinner. So thank you to you all also. May Allah bless you all and give you all lots of reward for going through the kitchen chronicles with me. Because I was very embarrassed in a way. Maybe some of it was projections and some of it is, what's the word? Why was I embarrassed? Because my kitchen is not like a set, you know. And the reality is, many of us don't have kitchens that look like a studio set. Because many of us are not chefs, we are just human regular beings, and many of us don't have the people to sponsor us and make our space look like a hi-fi set, right? But we also cook, we also eat, we also do dishes. So I wanted to bring that to my friends. What is the point of being authentic if I don't show you my kitchen? If I don't show you my dirty dishes? If I don't show you when I am in in a poor state. This is so-called poor. It's actually not poor for me. This is wealth. Okay, don't get me wrong. I don't feel poor at all. I actually feel very wealthy to have what I have now. Right? Some of you who are watching this may not even have this. Some people who watch this may not even have 2 glasses in their home. Maybe they only have 1 plastic cup. So I'm very grateful for what I have. But because I live in America now, because I've seen so much online, people going for aesthetics, I also kind of got influenced by the aesthetics. But now, reassessing my life and social media, I've realized, do aesthetics really matter? When things are hitting the fan, do aesthetics and how we look and how gorgeous we are and what we are wearing, all that, does it matter? Not every day. It doesn't matter every day. We should be allowed to just be ourselves in front of our social media and just to be, get through our day. And that is authentic friendship. And that is authentic viewership. If someone accepts you, oh, Adam is, not even sick last week. This week he's just getting himself back. Don't say no, me. All right. Now where was my soda? See, this is the thing, whether I should have soda or passion fruit. This is one of the biggest challenges, I think. I got this, passion fruit too. So maybe I'll have that. I don't know if I want things sour, this would be sour. We'll have this on another day. So we'll have, oh, see, now only I remember. Wait. See, when I open these, I have roasted seaweed. So I can have roasted seaweed to go with my pasta. And this is hard to use, you know. So that this. And yes, Summer totally can have this. She would probably have the sausages because she loves sausage. That's why I put extra sausage because then she also can eat. Hopefully she eats it. Okay. Then we have, and then let me close this because I don't want to leave this exposed like this. Close it with the plastic plate, and that's it. We're going to eat. So it's an hour. I don't know if people on YouTube want to watch me eat. I guess I'll eat on YouTube, whatever, who cares. Let's see, we got the marinara, and we need a fork, the pasta, and we have gayi in the Chicago style. It's really good. Let me just wash my face a little bit. I'll be right. welcome our TikTok friends as well. Maybe I need a little bit of ice. Time to have the let's go is our plate. We'll get a small plate. Hold on. Bowl. We like the bowl. We got this and we have to come back. That's it. We got everything. I need a small spoon for the marinara. I think we can turn off that light and we're going to go have dinner now. Oh, I forgot to put the lid out. Summer's party pack. Make sure I change that for her so that if she needs to go. Okay, doke. So welcome. This is just regular lighting. I'm not gonna put a light on my freaking face because I don't, like I said, I don't care about the aesthetics. If you all wanna watch me eat, I normally eat in the dark, like somewhat. If it's naturally light, certain days I have more light. You need. See, this is Summer. For those of you, she's ready for dinner. She always come in time. She knows the so she's joining the table. So what I'm gonna do is hold on. I'm gonna put more light in these people are here. Otherwise I eat in the dark. Alright. Okay. So we serve Summer. So we find the small sausage pieces and I break them without the onions, of course. And then here, beef. Take the beef. She will eat slowly. What I'm going to do is normally I throw in a few. Everything here is good. There's peas, edamame and pasta, right? And this is not whole. This is durum wheat. So it's actually good wheat, even the pasta. So everything is good for her consumption. Everything, that's one thing, great thing about cooking at home is I make everything that Summer can eat. very rarely I cook something in my kitchen which Summer cannot consume. So that's why she's a healthy baby. It's because she eats, I'd say 70% of her food, 75 comes from what I cook at home. 30% she has her biscuits, that is, free fed. Whenever she's hungry, she can eat her biscuit. But she prefers homemade food because she grew up around my family and me. We always cook. So she always gets fresh meals. That's why her coat is beautiful. That's why, mashallah, that's why she's a happy baby also. Thank you, hey, little sparrows here as well. Just in time for my dinner. Who else is here? Sorry if I'm not seeing you. Those who comment, I can see you. Please understand. If anyone is watching on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, know that I am not a magician. Okay, I cannot tell who is watching, who is liking, unless you drop a comment. So some of you have expressed saying, oh, Adam is ignoring me. Of course, I don't know who's watching me. These apps don't show us who is watching us unless they throw a comment, right? And I'm not the kind of person, on TikTok you would say, I joined your live, you didn't say hi to me. I don't say hi to everybody that joins because there's hundreds of people. Sometimes there's 50 people, sometimes there's hundreds. Some people are just scrolling through. So it's a waste of my energy to say hi to 200 people. I won't be eating, right? So this is how I am as a person. Like I said, I bring my authentic self online. So those who, even me, when I go to people's lives, I have friends or even strangers, somebody new, some people I just followed yesterday and day before. When I go to their live, I make sure I tap the screen and I write a comment to acknowledge them, saying, hey, I see what you're doing. I want to participate. So now that we are all connected and we're all using social media, you can participate in my dinner. You can be a part of my dinner conversation like Little Sparrow is, right? Little Sparrow is my friend for a couple weeks, months now on TikTok. So every time Little Sparrow comes in, Little Sparrow taps the screen and drops a wonderful comment. So that is how you acknowledge the creator on TikTok, whoever is going live in any platform. Even if you see another person, let's say you don't want to talk to me, but you're scrolling YouTube and then you see another person live, talk to us. We are doing this for all of you. We are making this video so we can connect with you and have you engage, in this conversation of having a meal with someone, sitting down with someone. So acknowledge us and then we will say something back. But of course, like I am selective also, because once you become a creator for so long, you learn that there are trolls, there are people who say mean things. So I have learned to protect myself. So sometimes when people say, take me to guest, like earlier there was a person that I was friends with, right? Little Sparrow, I need to talk. I'm friends with, but of course I don't know their details because sometimes I accept and I follow back people just like that. I don't know where they're from, how old they are, or any of that, because I don't look into those stuff. But when they came to my live, and they're like, pick me. They trolled my page saying, pick me. And I'm like, what do you mean by pick me? Right? Because of my hands, I was cooking this. You can see the video on rerun on YouTube. And I was like, pick you for what? It's like, I want to be a guest. I was like, no, I don't just simply take guest on my live session. You can talk to me on chat. If it's somebody I don't know anything about, they can come to my guest and ruin my day, right? So I don't want to pick people to come to my guest. It's like an honor to go. I don't go into people's live on TikTok and say I want to be a guest unless they invited me. I don't insert myself and say I want to come up on your guest, right? To be a guest in there's an etiquette. Like, you wouldn't come to my door uninvited, right? Like no matter the occasion, you would not come to my door uninvited. You would wait for me to invite you. So same thing, like I don't like when people insert themselves into my live and say, pick me, I want to, and then it's like trolling on my page. And what I did was I just muted them because I was cooking and I was not open to having guests. There are times that I accept guests, very rarely. All right. But I was like, this is, I muted their conversation. And then before I said that, I asked them, how old are you? One thing I asked them, how old are you? Because it's very important we know the age of the person before we insert them into guests, because they are minors. I can't be chatting to minors on my guest, right? There are laws that we abide by also. So very important. If you send me a request on TikTok and you want to be a guest in my TikTok, the best way is to engage in chat, remain in chat, and just talk that way. Once you have established a relationship online with me, a good, when I mean relationship, not like we are hanging out, but online, you have showed me that you are an authentic person, you know basic conversation styles, you know how to have manners at a dinner table, how to be, just etiquette, right? Like I wouldn't go to someone's brand new live. Let's say the people I met 2 days ago. I met some sister from Texas. She was preparing dinner for her entire family. It's a very busy time. And I went to her live. She was just doing the live on the side while she was preparing dinner for the family. So imagine if I just insert myself and say, give me attention, give me attention. Is her family going to be fed? No. So very important when we go into someone's live, have conversations, listen, all right? Because many times the creator is doing something in the background, right? We are not therapists, we are not counselors, unless they say in their profile they are. Most of us are just regular human beings like all of you, just getting through our day, and we share a piece, a glimpse of our day with all of you. We are not certified trainers to train all of you on your lives. But if there's something that you lack, that I see that this is a lacking skill, a common way, like common sense, right? Common sense is you don't come into my life, send me invite to come as a guest unless I invited you to step up and go talk. Because for me, for someone to come as a guest, like this morning I had my friend Journey, she's a live host, right? So I have known her for some time now. Before we have established understanding that she is a good person, that she knows how to talk, that she knows how to carry herself in life situations. She's not going to ruin my life or her life by joining the guests. Because so many situations has happened where you just out of the kindness of our heart, I have done this in the past, out of the kindness of my heart, I just accepted people to come to my life, and then the conversations are, some of it are dirty, right? Some things that these are some people that I won't even talk to them in outside in my real life. Like I'm a very selective person. I think many people don't know this. I'm an exclusive person. Maybe that's why I don't have many followings. Maybe that's why I don't have many viewers and very much influence, because I'm very selective when people send me a sponsorship deal. I'm very selective when people want to collaborate with me. I'm very selective when people want to be a part of my life, because my life, my main thing is focusing on my immediate family and our survival. It's because I have learned energy can be used for something good, but energy can also ruin us. Someone who's like an empath, the energy some people can come and make us feel like, oh, some conversation. Have you gone to certain lives, just scrolling through, you feel the toxic energy. You didn't even enter the chat, but some lives when you just go through, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to even listen to certain words, right? So some people out of the blue think they come to my life, they're like, I want to go up on the guest. Like, who are you first place? Anybody to go on my live is a privilege. If I go to someone's live, if I go to, let's say my friend invites me to their live, I see it as a privilege to go up to their life. Even if they have 500 followers, even if they have 200 followers, it's a privilege when someone lets you into their house. It's a privilege when someone lets you into their space. It's a sacred space, my home is a sacred space for me. I do not allow energies that bring me down. And one thing I had to learn the hard way, I think I have to talk about this before this meal, because today is the night of the 27th, it's Laylatul Qadr, and I think this is a very special message I'm receiving from Allah and the angels. And it happens someone called Angel Dove enters my chat at the same time. I think those of us who are empath and very sensitive, it is time we protect that energy and exclusively only be in those kind of spaces, especially now. When we are strong, we can enter certain spaces, but be very selective who you follow back. Be very selective who you comment to. Be very selective who you give a like to. Because each one of that carries karmic residue, right? Each one. Oh, you ate yours. She ate before me. So very happy. She ate. So that's why she is giving her. You all can see. I will show. You can see this on YouTube. So that's why she's humming, because she says it's good. So now we will give her more sausage, because I don't, anyway, the grand meal is for her. Even yesterday when I made beef, like she loves her beef. So she's my child, essentially she's my child, right? So why am I protecting my space? Because when you were children, I don't know if your parents did this, all right? But it is a parent's responsibility. It is a caregiver's responsibility. Why are we called guardian? I'm the guardian of someone. Friends who allow me to be their guardian, friends who allow me to be their friend is even a privilege. When someone calls me their friend, like in real life, right? You can't be my friend. Even though if I follow you back in 2 days, you won't be my bestie. I'm sorry. It's not like that. For someone to be my real, solid friend, they have to be someone I know IRL, right? So those people like that, I'm very protective. Why? Because I'm their guardian. In a sense, my friend guards me. I guard my friend. So I have learned the hard way that being kind online to everyone is not the way to go. You can be empathetic, you can be compassionate, but you cannot immerse yourself with every conversation and everyone we meet online. Why? Because it can negatively affect your health and your mental health, physical health and mental well-being. And I directly contribute why I fell very sick last week to the engagements that I had online and also the videos that I watched online. I have no control over what comes next on FYP on TikTok, right? We have no control. I can't filter and say, just show me flower videos. I can't filter and say, just show me pet videos. No, they show me somebody getting traumatized, somebody yelling, somebody going through a political stuff. I don't want to get into that because it's a very difficult time now. So I saw all that and I consumed it, right? It's like food. I consumed all that toxicity. My body couldn't take it. My emotions couldn't take it. So how did it manifest? I became very ill. I couldn't get up, right? I'm still recovering from it. I'm still recovering. Like even today, only now I had the energy to sit. That's why I made a video to record that I'm actually cooking, because I need to tell myself that I need to go back to routine. But I became very ill to the point I sleep, and I just do the necessary work that I need to do for the week. Like I did taxes this week and I helped my parents do their taxes. I did their groceries. Bare minimum stuff I did this week. Never have I struggled to do the bare minimum. But in the past month, also in this month of Ramadan, I realized as I age and as the world throws more curveballs at us, it is not going to be easy. So when things are hard, when things are difficult, invest your time like it is something, it is very valuable. Our time is very valuable. Because associating yourself with the wrong algorithm, wrong crowd, engaging with the wrong person can impact us in the worst way imaginable. Right? So that's all I have to say. So now I think I made that clear. So if you are engaging with me on social media, you're welcome to chat. As long as something nice, I will always try to accommodate that. But if you want to come up as a guest, it's an honor. Just like I would never insert myself as a guest. Someone invites me, I will consider it. I will, if they are someone I want to be a part of their space. But I don't just simply insert myself into anyone's home. Neither would I insert myself into anyone's social media space, because that's just how I was brought up. I'm very, what's the word? I think you had enough sausage for now. Okay? I think that's enough for now. When I'm eating, we'll see if we can give you a little bit more. All right? Because you had. All right? Now I'm going to heat this. And we're going to eat. Because I spoke and then this became cold. And this is the marinara. This is still warm. So I'll put a little bit on top, and then I'm going to put this in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And then I will have my dinner. So before I put it in the microwave, put away silverware. This is okay. This is plastic. But leave it like that. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to eat bismillah. Thank you for the validation, Little Sparrow. Thank you also for... One thing I noticed about Little Sparrow is very attentive. And I think that's why when Little Sparrow comes to my life, I normally acknowledge very quickly. Because Little Sparrow is someone who has good manners. And I notice, even though I've never seen what Little Sparrow looks like. But I know, like, Little Sparrow is the creature, right? But I know what but even for you to put that name into your username, I think you embody that very well. Everybody that puts their username, some of them don't embody what they put, but you embody Little Sparrow very well, because I can pick up on a person's energy based off of how they interact, even through the chat. You spend a few days with me on a chat, mashallah, everybody that chats has their own character. I think my mom taught me that I love birds. Yeah, I can see you have a very gentle soul. Maybe that's why you connected with me, because I'm very gentle, which makes me also a target, right? Because when we are gentle, we become a target, because not all creatures are gentle, and sees the person that is gentle as something that needs to be protected and needs to be nurtured and needs to thrive. Some people see the gentle creature and they can attack us. They can bring us down. And that happened to me. I didn't look at it that way when I started my social media journey. But dear Lord, the way that I got attacked in the past few years made me reevaluate and assess like who I want to invest with. Here, eat, come. Yeah, I'm giving you more sausage. And whom I want to associate myself with moving forward. But let's eat it. What are you having, by the way? For all of you, before I have the first bite, it's the 27th night of Laylatul Qadr. It's a very special, auspicious night. Alright? So every time I eat, I remind myself everything that goes in my body may it be used to do benefit. Right? May it be used to do good. May it be used to protect the marginalized and those who are least seen in society. That's why I eat. I actually eat and feel my hunger so I can care for those that don't have a voice, that are not seen and not heard. And that is the essential core of my social media. That is the essential core of my social media. It's just to be there with those who are not, who are essentially like me, who are probably some of them tell me they sit with a plate of their food when I sit with a plate of food. So I feel very blessed. If someone is virtually eating with me a meal even, I feel may my good energy go to you and may you also prosper in your small journey. Okay, Bismillah. I hear more birds now. That is the best part about spring. We went for a walk. What is virtual enchiladas? Is that what you're making? Wow, nice. Cheesy goodness. Wow. Good. You should eat well, little sparrow. You work hard. Eat well, everyone. Eat healthy. And if on days that you cannot, recognize that it's okay. Right? I will tell you, not every day I eat healthy. Some days I just eat what I can find. But I say thank you when I eat it. The energy I sense, we are all going to collectively go through a challenging time. Not to scare everybody, but we are all going to go through a very challenging time where we will be shaken to our core and made to make decisions about who we are and what we stand for. So that's why I say it's surrounding yourself with the right people and the right energy can make or break us during this challenging time. So I always tell myself, it's better to sit with a smaller crowd that can assist me and nurture my soul in small ways than sit in a big flock where I'm just one of their cattle, you know. So if you have even a few people, one person, one dog, one cat, one parrot, or anybody, even a hamster that loves you, remember, that's enough for you to get through an entire life. If you have more, if you have mom, dad, if you have siblings, you got cousins and whatnot, wow, that's more than enough. So we all actually have a lot to survive. We need, once we recognize the power of that, that's why I said once we recognize that power, we should be selective who we, like little sparrow I know, but few other people, good people are here listening. I don't know, there's 3-4 people, good people. But I'm just giving you all an example of the odd apples that come into my life, right? Like earlier, you know, like non-stop trolling the same word. They I don't know if they copy pasted. The entire of my life, the person said, pick me. Non-stop. Spamming my life. Would I pick someone who spams my life non-stop saying pick me? I'm someone who's attentive. If someone says once, I can hear. They say twice, I definitely hear. But when they non-stop write pick me, it becomes a nuisance, right? Wouldn't you agree? If a friend texts you, say hi, you don't respond. A friend, then as a friend, you would assume, oh, he or she that person must be busy. They will get to me when they're free. You write to your friend hi, they don't respond. Then you try the next day. You say the right thing would be, hey, I tried reaching out to you yesterday. I just want to make sure that you are okay and you're home or something. If you are close enough to say something like that. But if you're new, there's no need to say something like that, right? If this is a friend that I'm just getting to know, you wouldn't know if they're home, if they're work, if they're probably on a date or something. That you wouldn't know. Unless you know this person and their routine and their lifestyle, you wouldn't ask that second text. So, but if it's a friend, even normally, I send my friends text, and this is, I want to just give you all what my outside friendships look like and why I am the person I am. I have very close, dear friends that I have been friends with for more than 10 years, which I maintain a life outside. And we are good with not reaching out all the time. And when we do reach out, we give each other space for the other person to process, respond after their work, after their chores. So when someone comes to my chat, hi, Tanya, pet party of 5. You look familiar, huh? Wait, nice. Look familiar, I don't know why. Maybe because... you're the sister. Oh my God, yes. From Texas. I watched you cook iftar dinner for your family. Welcome. How are you? Yes. It's like you look familiar. Actually, I was thinking about you earlier, because I think I remember people when they make food for their family. That's one thing. Because growing up, we have that in our households. So I caught you very, attentively cooking for your family, and I asked you. You do so much for your. One thing I catch is when I see people host their lives, I watch, because I'm a live person also, but I catch how they respond to certain questions. So I said, I didn't even say a question. I told you, you are very kind, you're cooking for your family, because I saw you're making I think you said you're making steak for you're making something for your father, and then you were also cooking for your husband and your children also. And then I heard your son, or I think it was your son, who was saying, I'm going to pray. And then I know that mother, that takes care of everybody. I know that. What's the word? I'm familiar with that energy. So I said that's very kind of you to cook for everybody. And then you said something. It's like, of course, they're my family. I'm gonna take care, And then that's a very familiar response from a loving mother. That's what I only watched your live for about 15 minutes, and in 15 minutes, sometimes even like